Well, hey, I guess can't win them all. So even though I'm making videos, they're not making it to you guys. Alright, so what is up everybody? How are you guys doing? Thanks for checking out this video. Support for the channel is awesome. And yes, I have been making videos, but I haven't been putting them up. And I apologize about that. I wanted to get more videos out for you guys, but you know, here's the time. Why haven't I been putting the videos up? Well, I'm busy. I have been putting together the garden for quite some time. Been doing a lot of projects around the house, around the homestead. And that's just kind of taking priority. Basically, I'm prepping. All the stuff that's going on, the little bit of time, the lot of time, actually, that I have right now, to be able to actually get some things done. I'm going to be getting some things done. Now, that is taking priority off of making videos for YouTube, unfortunately, or fortunately, because I'm not held down by any sponsors, monetization, anything like that. I can do what I want to do. And if I want to take a break, well, there you go. So anyway, back, I'd like to kind of make some more videos now. I have caught up quite a bit on a lot of things. The garden is basically done. I've got a couple bags to fill, and I have one more planter to fill. So once that's done, it's pretty much done for what I'm going to be doing for the year. Now, we have a front garden and a back garden. The front garden still has a little bit to do. I'm going to have to get some soil, compost, amendments, filler for some of the beds. One of the beds has just deteriorated, so I'm going to have to rebuild that for next year. I'm not going to do it this year. I don't need the room at the moment, so that's what I've been up to. Gardening and fixing some things. So I apologize about not getting a video up recently, but here's what's been going on with the videos is I'll record a video, like I recorded a video this last Wednesday. Today's Friday. And I basically did the edits on it. It flowed over to the next day and started kind of finishing it up and proofreading, stuff like that. Got the final product together, exported it to my computer so I have it to be able to post up on YouTube. And by the time that happened, well, things are almost irrelevant. Things are moving really, really fast right now. And basically it makes it hard to do videos once a week or every few days because, well, it's not really relevant by the time you actually get your viewers to see what product you're putting out there. So I haven't put the last couple up. It's been on the tariffs that have been going on, just Trump, basically Trump based of what's going on around the world and the Middle East tour and stuff like that, which I'm going to touch on. But things are moving fast and it's a very volatile world. Now, as far as things going on in the Middle East, kind of weird, kind of out of the blue. Didn't really see this coming. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And honestly, just my opinion, just my wacky way of thinking, is I think he's putting a coalition together in the Middle East for World War III. It's not about trade deals. It's not about selling our military. Well, it kind of is. Selling our military to Saudi Arabia, UAE, defense packs, and deals with defense. Like one of my videos, I was really focusing on the Saudi Arabia deal, and he was holding up a sign. He wasn't talking about defense, and they held up a sign that has aircraft carriers, F-16s, all this defensive stuff for Saudi Arabia. Now, why would that be? Why would that be, you know, a couple $1 billion? No, actually, I think it was a lot. It was close to our budget. It was like 600 billion or something like that went to Saudi Arabia. Why are we arming the Middle East? That should be the question that everybody's talking about, not the economy. It's not what's going to help the economy. It's not what's going to bring revenue in for the United States. These are defense deals. These are deals with weapons, deals with military. What's going on? What's going on? I think when you think about it that way, it's pretty easy to see it. But I honestly think that we're arming up the Middle East right now with anticipation of going into Iran. Saudi Arabia was a big one because they were on the line between Israel and Palestine. They were kind of mixed on that. They were not backing Netanyahu at all. But apparently now, well, they might be kind of backing him, thanks to Trump. Now, is that good or is that bad? Well, I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be good that we have people on our side in the Middle East, but it's bad because World War III is coming. And that kind of says it all. But that was just kind of an example of one of the things that I was talking about in other videos, but a lot of the stuff that I talked about is irrelevant today, and it was irrelevant basically the next day. So I only had partial information and all that kind of stuff, but I've been busy. I've been getting ready for a grid down. I'm getting ready for any of these things to happen. Attacks, becoming self-sufficient. Now I don't have animals. I would like to get animals, but once I start working again, I'm just not going to have enough time for animals as far as sheep or cattle or anything like that. But what I can do is garden. What I can do is grow vegetables. What I can do is grow chickens. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. There's been a lot going on in the world though. Just like I was saying, there was nothing going on in the Middle East. Then suddenly Trump's doing this miraculous deal-making tour. They're actually calling it a tour around the Middle East to get people on our side. But it's volatile. It's very volatile. Now, when I think of volatility, I think of the market. I think of market volatility because that's just kind of where my mind goes. What is volatility? Volatility is things that are unknown, things that are constantly changing. You know, a volatile market, you're going to have a big up day, then you're going to have a big down day, then a big up day, then a big down day, or intraday. You know, 9 o'clock, it's going straight up, 10 o'clock, it's going straight down, and you're making these big moves. Now, this is going on, not so much Russia and Ukraine, this is going on in Gaza, Israel, Iran, the Middle East, the economy, Jerome Powell. Social unrest is volatile. One day we're talking about a civil war, the next day, well, everything's fine, kind of like we're at right now. Everything's going to be okay. Trump's making deals. He's going to save the economy, and we're just on this up right now, but it's going to go down. I guarantee it because of volatility. It's been very volatile. Politics have been volatile. The economy's been volatile. The stock market's been volatile. All this stuff is just, there's so much unknown. There's so much uncertainty, and there's no trust and faith, I guess, in what next week holds, let alone 5 years down the road. So, am I trusting all this? Nah, not at all. In fact, I'm keeping my preps in full swing at the moment because, well, it's volatile. Hopefully things change. I don't see things changing, unfortunately. There's a lot going on. There's a lot at stake. And it's got to happen one way or another. So I'm prepping. Got a lot of stuff back. Got food back, growing food. I'm not spending a whole bunch on actual preps at the moment because I do not have an income coming in. I am living off of savings and supplemental income. So, yeah, I'm not going to be spending a whole bunch on preps. The good thing is, I've got a whole lot of preps. I've got food pretty much taken care of. I've got all my things from China regarding the tariffs. There isn't anything that I can think of that we actually need for everyday life, need for survival, need for prepping that comes out of China. We don't really need much. Now, electronics is going to be a big one. I have a fairly new phone. We got new phones. yeah, a lot of the important stuff has already been purchased, so I don't need it. I don't need it. Luckily, as a prepper, I was ready for the situation to happen. I've got money saved up. I've got all these things in place to make sure that I can prepare more. Kind of interesting how that works out. But yeah, just kind of wanted to update you guys and let you know what's going on, what's been going on over here. I apologize for not putting a video out, but hopefully I can get some videos out here. I'm getting kind of caught up on the whole garden thing, this whole gardening season. Got lots of flowers. Here's one that's kind of popping up right here. You're probably not really going to be able to see it. Get a background. I don't know. That's dahlia. I've been learning a lot about flowers. I have never been a flower bro. I've never paid attention to flowers. Don't even really care for flowers, but they help the garden. They help as a companion plant for things. So I have a lot of stuff going on as far as flowers go. I'm trying to learn it. These guys need water. It's about time. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to have a tour of the garden and the things that I'm growing. I went through one of my recent videos of all the fruit trees that we have and the fruit bearing shrubs, raspberries, blueberries, elderberries, stuff like that. But maybe I'll go ahead and do a run through and just kind of show you what I got going on with the garden. I'd like to get a couple things sprouted up first. I actually mixed it. I transplanted some and seeded, so I'm kind of in this watering thing to where I shouldn't be watering as much as I'm watering for the transplants, but I need to water a whole lot daily for the seeds to get them to sprout and stuff like that. So hopefully once everything gets sprouted, I can get all that under control and organized as far as watering schedule and all that. And then I'll take you guys around and show you what I'm doing, show you what I got. Hopefully it'll be enough to eat. Hopefully it'll be enough to sustain us through the rest of spring, summer, fall. Hopefully we'll have a fall garden. Brassicas, cold weather, cold hardy things. And then hopefully between freeze drying and canning and stuff like that, it'll be able to pull me through the winter until we can get back into spring and do it all again. So that has been my biggest focus. That has been what I'm looking at. That has been what I'm working on. That is what I would like to recommend for you guys to do as well. It's a little bit late to say start a garden, but at the same time, well, it's never too late. I've recently found bags, the growing bags. We picked up a pack of those and they're kind of nice. You can do a whole lot with them, including very, very small areas. You can have yourself a raised garden, and surprisingly, you can plant a lot in one of those. So definitely garden, definitely keep prepping. Right now it's volatile. We just happen to be on an up right now. I haven't even seen what the stock market's doing today, but I'm guessing it's probably still rallying. That's probably going to go to the high at around 6120 on the S&P, and then it's going to take another turn and head right on back down. Now, if it stays above 6120, 6125, somewhere in there, 3625, sorry. Way off on that. No, that was right. 6125. Yeah, keep an eye on that. We'll probably have some uptime in the markets and the economy and stuff like that, but it's probably going to turn around. That's what I'm guessing. So, yeah, keep prepping, keep putting stuff back. Don't let this false glaze of rose-colored glasses get in the way of what's actually going on out there in the world. Keep on prepping. I guess that's about all I can say. So I know this video was a little bit all over the place. I wanted to cram a whole lot into this, but only a limited amount of time. So kind of touched on a couple different things. Anyway, I do appreciate you watching. Hopefully I'll get some videos out here a little bit more frequently. And I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I'll leave it with that. Till next time, Tail, peace.